Hello, Dark Reader, and welcome to the Dark Side of the Library podcast. I'm your creepy host, Katie, and with me is my awesome co-host, Carrie.
Hello, I'm coughing. Pardon me.
It's okay. Today on this episode, we are presenting you with some dark, spooky, light spooky reads for kiddos that came out in January of 2022. Just so you're aware...
Whoops.
Oh goodness, 2023.
Nope.
Oh my god, my years are off.
Keep trying. You're almost there.
2024. I'm so sorry.
You guys, this is what happens when you batch record a whole bunch of podcasts in one day with not enough caffeine or sleep.
The years have gone by, Carrie. I don't even know. Anyway, so these are new kids novels that are coming out in 2024 of January. We have not read them yet, just so you're aware. We just thought they were going to be super interesting and we wanted to present them to you. If you are also interested in these, check out our show notes that are on darksideofthelibrary.com. Just so you're aware, they are affiliate links, so we do get a small commission if you do purchase any of these. Carrie, get us started with your first kids book of 2024.
I would love to. This 2024 book is called Are You a Sleepy Monster? It's part of the Your Scary Monster Friends series. It's a picture book by I don't know how to say this author's name. Guillermo? Karsten? Anyway, sorry, author. Are you all set for sleepover time? Monster has your scary pajamas ready and under the bed is looking perfectly yucky and monstrous. Wait, what do you mean you sleep on the bed? Are you not a monster? All monsters sleep under the bed. Can you persuade Monster to sleep on the horribly soft bed with a disgustingly fluffy teddy? This soothing book helps little ones fall asleep. It's from the creator of the popular Are You a Monster book. It is meant for preschool to kindergarten, reading age 3 to 5 years, and it's called Are You a Sleepy Monster? And it comes out January 16.
That sounds really cute.
It
I love
does.
it. My first book today is The Curse of Eelgrass Bog. This came out January 2nd. It is by Mary Averling. It has such a cool cover. It's just really cool. So if you check out our YouTube channel, I will post it on there because it's very beautiful. So dark secrets and unnatural magic abound when a 12-year-old girl ventures into a bog full of monsters to break a curse. Nothing about Kess Podrick's life is normal. Not her home. She lives in her family's unnatural history museum, which is awesome. Not her interests. Hunting for megafauna fossils and skeletons, and not her best friend, who is a talking demon's head in a jar named Shrunken Jim. But things get even stranger than usual when Kess meets Lulu Starling, the new girl in town. Lulu comes to Kess for help breaking a mysterious curse, and the only clue she has leads straight into the center of Eelgrass Bog. Everyone knows the bog is full of witches, demons, and probably worse. But Kess and Lulu are determined not to let that stop them. As they investigate the mystery and uncover long-buried secrets, Kess begins to realize that the curse might hit closer to home than she'd ever expected, and she'll have to summon all her courage to find a way to break it before it's too late. This sounds really cool. This is for mid-grade readers, ages 9 through 12. This is The Curse of Eelgrass Bog by Mary Averling.
My next book is a curse too. It's The Curse on Spectacle Key. It comes out January 30 by Chantel Acevedo. It's a sweetly spooky ghost story about a Cuban-American boy who befriends a pair of spirits and tries to break the curse on his island home. So it's for grade level 3 to 7. Frank Fernandez's family never stays in one place for long. His parents renovate unusual buildings and turn them into homes, which means the family moves a lot. This makes it hard for bookish Frank to make friends. Oh, we've all been there.
Yeah.
So when his parents announce they're moving to Spectacle Key, Florida, to live in a lighthouse, this time for good, Frank is thrilled. But And there's always a but. Spectacle Key isn't the perfect forever home they've imagined. The lighthouse is falling apart. There are knocks on the door, but no one's there, and mysterious sighs and sniffles from nowhere. There's even a creepy doll. Katie's out.
Yep.
Katie's like, nope. There's a creepy doll that seems to move on its own. Could Spectacle Key be haunted? Then one day while exploring, Frank meets a girl in old-fashioned clothes with no memory of who she is. What she does know, though, is that the island is under a curse, and she needs Frank's help to figure out how to lift it. But what if learning the truth about Spectacle Key means losing the first real friend he's had? Oh,
God.
That's The Curse on Spectacle Key by Chantel Acevedo.
If you have any curious kiddos, this nonfiction read will be very fun to read with them or just themselves. This is actually for mid-grade level readers 5 through 8. This is Cursed Tombs and Lost Treasure, investigating history's mysteries. This is by the Spooked series of Spooked books. Anyway, so this is stories about lost tombs and cursed treasure, which is of course, gripped human imagination forever, for centuries. So from deadly and cursed tombs through treasure lost deep beneath the waves, our human history is full of many unanswered questions. This is a really awesome book that investigates sinister ancient burials, hidden riches, and the intriguing answers that could solve these long-buried mysteries of history. So this is a really fun nonfiction read if that's something that you're looking for. This is called Cursed Tombs and Lost Treasure. This is by Louise Spilsbury.
My next book is Day of the Living Live, Book 1 of the Spirited series. It's by Livingston, and Glasshouse Graphics is the illustrator, grade level kindergarten to 4. So Olivia Livingston thinks life on the right side of Narrow Bridge is, well, just right. What's not to love about the perfect town of Pleasant Place? But then her parents pack up and move the family to the left, spooky side of the bridge, right into Gloomsdale. I want to live in Gloomsdale.
Yeah.
Liv quickly learns that life is going to be very different, especially in a ghost town, literally. The town looks antique, some students have gleaming fangs, and let's just say her new house might be haunted. Will Gloomsdale dampen Liv's spirits, or can she creep it real and find her place? This looks really cute. It is a graphic novel. It is Day of the Living Live by Livingston. That was a tongue twister.
I am...
You made me read that book. You put that on my list.
I mean, can you imagine if I read it, though, by 2022-23? I wouldn't make it. My next book is the Doomsday Archives, The Wandering Hour. This is going to be a part of an entire series of spooky stories. This also has some spooky illustrations in here. This comes out January 30th. This is by Zack, Loran Clark, and Nick Eliopulos, also contributes. New Rotterdam is no place for a kid. And that's what Emrys Houtman likes about it. Emrys obsessively documents his town's urban legends and cryptic sightings in a wiki, along with his neighbors and fellow horror fans Hazel and Serena. It's all in good fun until one day, the trio stumbles upon the Doomsday Archives, a collection of relics with dazzling powers and dangerous consequences. When a mysterious blood-red hourglass begins appearing around town and children begin to go missing, the trio must band together to stop the horrors plaguing New Rotterdam, or risk losing their home and possibly their lives. Because after all this time hunting monsters, the kids have realized the monsters are now hunting them back. So this is for reading ages 8 through 12. This is the Doomsday Archives. This looks really fun, kind of like a modern age Goosebumps.
My next book is a little golden book, which I'm immediately going to buy, called A Long Rest for Little Monsters.
Aww.
It's a Dungeons and Dragons book for kiddos.
Cute.
It comes out January 23. It's by Brittany Ramirez. The illustrations are by Clester. Little ones can meet iconic monsters from Dungeons & Dragons in this adorable, rhyming little golden book. Okay, I'm going to try and read the rhyme. Colorful dragons settle down for the night, no matter what color, blue, green, black, or white. Red dragons curl up, protecting their gold, while white dragons lie outside in the cold. It is a 24-page book meant for little budding dungeon masters. That's A Long Rest for Little Monsters, a little golden book by Brittany Ramirez.
My next book is Lulu, Sinagtala and the City of Noble Warriors. So this is going to be a whole series that is a middle grade fantasy full of monsters and gods and terrible evil who wants this main character's magic. But what's really cool is this is steeped in Tagalog mythology, so Filipino folk tales. So this is by Gail Villanueva, and this comes out did come out January 9th. So Lulu can't wait for a fun Christmas break. She's excited to hang out with her sister Kitty and best friend Bart to reenact her favorite legends from Tagalog folklore, like the amazing tale of Bernardo Carpio, and, of course, to eat as much yummy street-side food as possible. But when a vicious wok attacks her neighborhood and kidnaps Mom, Lulu discovers the creatures and deities of Tagalog myth are real and that the two additional realms exist beyond our own. To make it worse, Lulu has superhuman strength and the ability to wield magic. I don't see how this is bad. That sounds great. But this means she's the only one powerful enough to stop the evil spirit who's determined to rule the three realms at all costs. No pressure, right? Lulu, Kitty, and Bart set off on a quest to rescue Mom, where they outsmart cunning enemies, battle vengeful beings, and form unlikely alliances. Soon they find themselves swept into a centuries-long fight, unraveling secrets about Lulu and her past that can threaten to upend everything and throw the whole universe into chaos. Can Lulu muster the strength, superhero or not, to find out who she really is, and who can she trust to save Mom and the three realms before it's too late? So this is a lot of cool, fun stuff in here. This is for reading ages 8 through 12. This is Lulu, Sinagtala and the City of Noble Warriors by Gail D. Villanueva.
My next book is Monster Club, Monsters Take Manhattan. It's the second book in the Monster Club series by Darren Aronofsky, who I believe is a director, Ari Handel, and Lance Rubin. It's an all-new thrilling adventure about growing up and facing your fears. In Monsters Take Manhattan, Eric Doodles King and his friends have saved Coney Island from Crumple Monster and its minions. And since then, Eric's life has been changing faster than he ever expected. His parents' divorce has gone through, his mom has moved to a deluxe apartment in Manhattan, and now she's making him start all over at a fancy new private school. Suddenly, Eric's trapped between two worlds, his old Coney Island friends and the rich, cool kids at his new school who treat him like a celebrity.
Oh.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
At least Eric thinks his days of epic monster battles are behind him. But what he doesn't realize is that the magic mermaid ink that brought his drawings to life hasn't been destroyed like he thought. Oops. Quite the opposite. And King Neptune has found a way to take the last remaining drops to create a new class of creatures perfectly designed to put New York City right back where it belongs, underwater.
Oh.
It's up to Eric to rally the Monster Club again and find a way to bring back Brickman, Belly Beast, Skelegirl, Deca-Spider, and Robokill so they can stop Neptune before it's too late. So that is Monster Club, Monsters Take Manhattan by Darren Aronofsky, Ari Handel, and Lance Rubin. And it comes out January 30. Phew.
That sounds amazing. It sounds really fun. My final book of today is Not Quite a Ghost. This came out January 16. This is by Anne Ursu. The house seemed to sit apart from the others on Katydid Street, silent and alone, like it didn't fit among them. For Violet Hart, whose family is about to move into the house on Katydid Street, very little felt like it fit anymore. Their like their old home, suddenly too small since her mother remarried and the new baby arrived. Or Violet's group of friends, which, since they started middle school, isn't enough for Violet's best friend Paige. Everything seemed to be changing at once, but sometimes Violet tells herself change is okay. That is, until Violet sees her new room. The attic bedroom in their new house is shadowy, creaky, and wrapped in old yellow wallpaper, covered with a faded tangle of twisting vines and sickly flowers. And then, after moving in, Violet falls ill and does not get better. As days turn into weeks without any improvement, her family growing more confused and her friends wondering if she's really sick at all, she finds herself spending more time alone in the room with the yellow wallpaper, the shadows moving in the corners, wrapping themselves around her at night. And soon, Violet starts to suspect that she might not be alone in the room at all. So, I like the build-up here. That sounds great.
I'm scared.
Yes, this is for reading ages 8 through 12. This is called Not Quite a Ghost by Anne Ursu.
My final book today is The Salem Witch Trials, Spot the Myths. It's part of Two Truths and a Myth series. It came out January 1st. It's by Megan Cooley Peterson, grade levels 4 to 6. So starting in 1692, many American colonists accused others of being witches in Salem, Massachusetts. It resulted in the deaths of several innocent people. Myths about the Salem witch trials have stuck around for hundreds of years. Were only women accused of witchcraft during the trials? Did the witch panic begin when 2 girls got food poisoning? Now it's up to you to separate the truths from the myths. Will you be able to guess them, or will you be fooled? That's The Salem Witch Trials, Spot the Myths by Megan Cooley Peterson. And that is our final book today of Dark Kids books. Be sure to stop by our podcast if you want to hear about young adult books, dark nonfiction, and of course, dark fiction books. Our podcast publishes on Wicked Wednesdays and Freaky Fridays. You can catch us on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook at Dark Side of the Library. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll speak to you in the next podcast.